Yo, all right, let me know if y'all can hear me. Tay Tay, what's going on? Marcus Bell. Uh-oh. Oh, Easy had to go all the way back up. Easy in the building. Easy missed the show last night over at BJ's channel. All right, man. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Well, I see my mic level moving, so yeah, y'all can hear me. What's up, man? I'm back to doing had to jump on and do a live, on my phone again because we got a big fight coming up. And yeah, man, we're gonna have to go back to doing these lives like I used to, man, on the fly. We got some big fights coming up. We got a lot to talk about, and I know we always gonna have some we're gonna have some smoke, or we're gonna have some trash talk. So I'm always have to come through and lay it down. So yeah, man, welcome back. As y'all can see, I'm using the old template too. I'm bringing back that CB99 live template. I'm bringing that template back now too. You see, I'm going back old school. I used to do them lives on the go. Um, I used to do them things sporadically. I used to jump on in the evening, afternoon, talking about something. Talking about something about a big fight. So yeah, I'm bringing that back, man. Feel like it's been like 2 or 3 years since I did that. Just because I had so much going on. But it's been a while. Yeah, because let me see, I did a live. When was the last time I went live? Yeah, last week, man. Almost no, 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I got reason to jump on now because WMMA is going to liven up over the next 2-3 months. It really is. I mean, we haven't even heard the announcement for Kayla and Amanda yet, so that's going to be something in itself. But yeah, we got it going down, man. Shevchenko and Weili. XA, what's up? Two Beasts, what's going on? Yeah, just a couple questions here, man. Yeah, 115 dying now. Is it gonna die out, or is it gonna go through a down period, a dry period? So what's up? Yeah, XA said for December. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be for December. That's what I've been hearing. Um, they're not really trying to say much, but that's what I've been hearing with my ear to the street. I've been hearing about that. So, uh, yeah, XA, yeah, December. That's what I've been hearing. Uh, I think we talked about it like a week or so ago. Since Amanda had to get back in the testing pool, which she is back in the testing pool, that's what it's looking like. So yeah, man, we back in business over here, doing a little evening live. Welcome back. We here. Shevchenko and Weili's going down. I know that's what everybody's been waiting for. They've been waiting for an announcement for something. Shevchenko versus Silva, Weili versus Jandiroba. We've been waiting on something, right? We've been waiting on something to happen. But I'm just happy we got this fight now. I'm just happy we got something happening, and it's a big one. This is a big fight. Number one, I'm happy this isn't a double champ type of situation. I don't want no double champ type of situation, man. Let's vacate the belt, move forward like we supposed to. Weili, you gonna move up. You gotta really dare to be great. This is your home now. That's the question too, man. Is this gonna be Weili's home? Y'all think this is gonna be Weili's home now? I mean, if she was to lose, do you think she'll go back down to 115, try to gain her belt back there, or do you think she'll just fall into 125 and stick around? Easy said Weili's a fool. Dang, why? Why is she a fool, man? Why she gotta be a fool? She trying to do something big, man. Like, come on, man. Why is she a fool now, man? Weili want to try to get her bit. She trying to get her legacy, man. Trying to get her business going, man. Marcus said Weili's making a huge gamble here. Yeah, she's making a gamble. She's definitely making a gamble. I mean, like I said yesterday in BJ's live stream, it's not like Weili's title defense, reign was completely dry. There could have still been maybe like 2 or 3 more fights. Because like I said, honestly, for me, I'm the type of fight fan. I like when a fighter sticks to their division and they defend for like 10, 12 title defenses. I don't care, man. Like, that's how I am. Like, I'm not really somebody likes to see somebody just jump around and kind of mess up their chances of being a dominant champion. I like a dominant champion. Like, Valentina, when she fought at 135, wasn't popping for her like that. I mean, she could never get the belt, right? So when 125 opened up, she stayed there and she never tried to go anywhere else, right? She racked up 7 title defenses on the first go round, got her belt back, and now, she's got, 1 successful title defense. Now she's going in for number 2, right? Like, I like a consistent champion when they just stick it out. Hold on, let me go back up here. Yeah, I'm just on here, we just, bringing it back old school, man. Just doing a live, on the fly here. Then I'll be jumping on doing a show later on this week. I know me and BJ got to do something. We got to do the mashup. Axel, what's up? XA said because she will not fight the number 1 contender. Man, XA said, XA, I got to call you out, man. You said Weili is the worst strawweight champion ever. How she do? That's my man. But, man, like, how is she the worst strawweight champion ever, man? I'm not even going to say who I think people always say is because I don't agree with that either, man. Like, but still, man. XA had me laughing at that comment. I was like, XA just mad. He just mad. I don't think she's ducking Verna, man. She's not ducking Verna. It's always somebody, man. Everybody thinks somebody's ducking somebody. Hold on. Colosseum said, if Weili wins, do you think Val gets a rematch? Or do they do Natalia Weili? They're going to do Natalia Weili. They're going to move on. They're going to do Natalia Weili because ain't no need to do no rematch. I mean, if it turned out to be like fight of the year, like Joanna and Weili, then they might not want to miss out. Like if Valentina, if her head gets swollen up like a balloon or something like that, like Joanna, they don't want to miss out on that a second time. So they probably would do it. But if ain't nobody coming out with like balloon heads and, mouses like the size of golf balls and everybody come out busted up, then they ain't going to do the fight again. If it comes out where Valentina completely shuts her out like 50-45 or Valentina chokes her out in 1 round, or if Weili somehow got a decision win or happened to stop Valentina, I think they would have to move on because Natalia ain't going to wait like that. Natalia deserves that title shot next. We got to stop with the rematches for a while. We got enough legit fighters here. We got enough legit contenders. We can't play that game. Like if Valentina's lose, nah, we got to go ahead and let Weili defend. Let's see Weili defend against Natalia Silva. Let's see if she's really a flyweight. I mean, if she beats Valentina, then yeah, she's a flyweight. But you know what I mean. Let's keep it going. He said, "Show she like." 2B said, in light of this announcement, you and BJ are gonna be in the crossfire. How would you rank the top 5 most toxic fans of particular fighters? Man, that's a good question, man. Let me save that 2B. Let me save that question because yeah, they're gonna be coming for me. When I start telling the truth on something, they're gonna come for me. I don't care. Marcus said Natalia should be a backup fighter since she's number 1 contender. Tay said, I don't believe in triangle theories either. Enough is enough for some new blood and fresh meat if Valentina loses. Exactly, yeah. Do you think Silva should be the backup fighter? Should she be the backup fighter? I think so because we never know what could happen. Like, I think they should give her the fight kit like they did Manon when she was the backup at UFC Noche. Let her make weight. Because, it really wouldn't kill Natalia Silva. Natalia Silva's still young in her 20s. She could make weight. Go ahead and jump in there, and make weight and go through a fight camp. She's been training. I honestly would have, at this point, yeah. they could have did Natalia versus Aaron. Just put it on the same card. You know, they could have did that. They could have did Natalia Silva versus Aaron. They could have did that. But like y'all were saying yesterday, I think Colostrum was saying Aaron is ducking Natalia. I don't think Aaron ducking her at all, because Aaron did say in an interview, like, after she beat Rose and after she was going to beat Macy Barber, she was like, if I got to fight Natalia Silva next, then yeah, I'll fight Natalia Silva next. I don't know if y'all missed that, but there was an interview where she was in the gym and she was like, hey, you know, after I fight Macy Barber, then yeah, you know, I'll fight whoever I got to fight next. If it's Natalia Silva, she said, so be it. But yeah, I don't see Aaron ducking like that. That's why I think that fight could have happened. But if it's not going to happen now, which is, yeah, it's not, go ahead and let Natalia Silva be the backup fighter. Oh, okay, yeah. 2B said he's seen it. Easy said they want to save Aaron for that that butt whooping. All right. Tay said, I'm going to try to make it to this fight. Oh, man. Tay said she's going to be out Madison Square Garden. I ain't been out there in like 10 years, actually. It's in New York. You know, yeah, I remember I went, you know, I took a train out there one time and got to Madison Square Garden. Now would be the time. Yeah, you live out there. Dang, man. Yeah, go ahead and do it. Make sure you do it, Tay. Go ahead and do it. You don't miss out on this one. This is one of the biggest fights with WMMA. You got to be there. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Easy said the UFC just doing anything to try to end Val. Axel said, what's next for Natalia? The backup or maybe Macy Barber, because Macy Barber's trying to come back. Let me see. Rose, they might try to do the Rose fight, Axel. They might try to do that. Marcus said, I guess Weili said I have already eliminated the threat in Tatiana, so I'm moving up to fight Valentina. Yeah. That's how we can look at it. Yep. Tay said we definitely got to do another live together. Yeah, definitely. You know, this is it's that time. It's that time. We got a big fight here. Easy said, I'm trolling a little bit. I don't think she stays at 125. She's undersized for the division. I know some people wanted to see her get welcomed to the division by they wanted to see her come into the division by get welcomed by Aaron, you know, Aaron and Weili. That would have been a bad idea. You know, Aaron and Weili, that would have been a, you know, decent fight. But, you know, her being a champion, I guess this is what she wanted to do, right? And this is what the UFC wanted to do. They wanted to stress it as much as possible that she's one of the best fighters in the world. But let me ask y'all this. BJ from No Filter MMA in the building. BJ is in the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to No Filter MMA. Let's get BJ to 1,000 during this big time. We got Valentina versus Weili, man. This is the time to do it. You know, we got to get to 1K by we got to get to 1K now. Let's go ahead and get to 1K now, because, you know, when this fight go down, I mean, we ain't got too many representatives of WMMA. You know, we don't have too many representatives of WMMA on YouTube like that. You know, it's only a handful. And we was talking that good stuff last night, man. We were talking some good stuff last night. Robot said Weili versus Val. Robot, what's up, man? I was waiting on Robot. I ain't see Robot come through, man, when we talking, you know, we talking about the big fight now. So, yeah. Colosso said Valentina versus Weili is going to feed family. It's going to feed some folks, man. It's going to feed some families. I'm telling you, man. I mean, Natalia versus Weili was going to... No, Valentina versus Natalia, it was going to feed the hardcore fans, but this one's going to feed families, man, across the board. Tay said, if I make it out, I want to get a media pass. Shoot. That's what's up. Oh, Axel, yeah, Axel. Axel said I feel that it's pretty strange for the UFC to have not planned Aaron versus Natalia on the New York card too. Exactly, that was weird because Aaron is from New Jersey, and she's got a backing over there in New York, right? So that would have made sense. Put Aaron versus Natalia on that card because she from Jersey, so that would have been all right. Okay, Axel. So yeah, I recorded the Manon video about what went wrong in that fight. I recorded it the other day, and I'm happy with it. So yeah, I'll put it out sometime next week. Just so you know, Axel. I know Axel want to know what did I think went wrong. Cause we moving forward now since Valentina's fighting Weili and Manon is about to fight Jasmine next. I tell you what I think went wrong and what she needed to work on in that video. So I'm being honest. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest up in there. Easy said Weili still got home court advantage in New York. You know how many Chinese in New York? Wow. He said she got dang man. So y'all you think Valentina gotta get a finish? You think Valentina can't win a decision, man? Robot said I think I've been banned on no filters chin. Oh man. Really? I hope not. We gotta have Robot Chicken talking trash up in here now. Now that we got the Weili Valentina fight coming up, right? Yeah. Oh man. BJ, read this question. Two Beats got a question. He said, in the light of this announcement, you and BJ gonna be in the crossfire. He said, how would you rank the top 5 most toxic fans of particular fighters? 2B said, anybody betting on it? I'm not. I'm. I'm not gonna bet on it. Yeah, I'm gonna just sit back and enjoy. I'm gonna have my pick. I will have my pick. BJ tried to get a pick out of me last night, but I'm not gonna do my pick right now. I will do it as we get closer down the wire. But oh man, I'm off that night too, so I'm gonna be calling this fight. Shoot, I might not even eat that night so I can focus, man. Like, shoot. I was gonna throw a little fight party with food. I might have to chill out and just say, nah, I'm gonna have to watch this thing straight through. Yeah, I was just about to say that, XA. Go ahead and hit the like button if y'all ready for this Weili and Valentina fight. Hit that like button if y'all want us to keep on calling this thing. Hit that like button if you want to keep posted, keep updated. Yeah. If y'all want to keep updated on this fight coming up, because I'm gonna be on here. I'm gonna be on here again like I used to be. Colossal said I might pick Weili because I can't fight with all these Weili fans. Man, stand your ground, man. If you want to pick Valentina by knockout, go ahead and do it now. Go ahead and say Valentina can out wrestle Weili. Watch what happened though. Shoot, I remember when I said Carla's wrestling was good. People, man, when I said Carla's wrestling was good, man, they got mad at me. BJ said definitely time to ramp up the content. Oh yeah, we coming with some talk now. We're gonna have to do a round by round on a fight, man. I'm gonna have to do a round by round on Joanna Weili again. I'm gonna have to do a round by round on Valentina versus like Alexa Grasso too. When Valentina got rolled, I know that's gonna make some people mad, but hey, I'm just saying, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. Yeah. Oh man, like I ain't gonna look. I ain't gonna pick. If I pick Weili, it's because I've done my research and because I was like a huge fan, maybe, or I'm a cheerleader. But no, I'm gonna have to sit back on this one. I'm gonna have to look. I don't care what them fans say, man. I'm gonna be like, hey, Valentina going big sister Weili. I know somebody in my other comments commented on a video. He said Weili is terrible champion or something. Not XA, but somebody was saying like she trying to something about her moving up and not defending her belt enough. I mean, yeah, I would have liked for her to stick around, but I don't think it makes Weili a bad fighter though. Easy said Weili about to have flashbacks of Rose with Valentina when those counter kicks start touching her chin. Oof, man. I mean, we gotta kind of discuss that right now, man. Like, Easy, you missed the panel last night, but since you're here, I mean, what do you think, man? Like, as a stand-up fan, and as a boxing, uh, how do we put this, aficionado? What would you say, Easy, man? Like, what does Weili have to do with her stand-up game? What does Weili got to do to get Valentina's respect? Because I told you what Manon needed to do get Valentina's respect, but it wasn't executed. But what is Weili? What is little old Weili gonna do? I know people gonna get mad at this comment I'm making right now. What is little old Weili gonna do to get on the inside of Valentina? Time to trigger some people by saying that. What is little old Weili? What is her little self gonna do to get on the inside of the striking prowess of Valentina Shevchenko? Hold on. Oh, I missed that comment. Axel said he said when no one's working on her boxing, she was training at the TriStar gym. Oh, it was a hobby. Tell you, man, that jab, man, that's important. Weili gonna benefit from combos. She can roll Valentina with a 1-2-3. No, robot. You right. You right. I never do. I don't downplay another fighter to make another one look better. I mean, never. We gonna promote the fight, right? We gonna promote the fight. We gonna talk about it, but I don't hate a fighter to make another one look good, like some of y'all do. Because when I get to talking about a fighter's chances, y'all be like, man, you be like, everybody be like, man, BJ or Combo, they be like, y'all smoking crack or something. They'd be like, how do y'all think that? Or y'all get mad because we don't like your fighter as much as you love your fighter. Thing is, I do love the fight game. I love these fighters that got work ethic, man. You said she can't be going in there trying to test her wrestling. Okay. But she can't go in there and strike like that, man. Like, Weili is going to have to fight Valentina like she did JJ. Good luck. See, the thing is, JJ ain't got no power like that, JJ, Joanna didn't have no power like that. And she's not as quick and snappy as Valentina. She's more quick with volume. And that's how Weili was able to withstand a lot of Joanna's punishment, because Joanna's punishment comes in the same impact and the same speed. It comes in combinations like at the same type of speed. Nothing too hard, nothing too snappy. Like, once her double jab follows by right hand, it's all coming at the same speed. Whereas, Valentina, hers is like quick. It's very quick and snappy. Like the way her jab pops off and that straight left hand comes, it's a little bit more like blinding speed, because, she's already one step ahead, So I think that's going to be harder. Like, if she stays at that range to fight with Valentina, it's going to be really, really hard to get that timing down to even get her shots off. Like, you can eat 2, 3, 4 Joanna shots, but I think once you get hit by a jab from Valentina, because it's so quick and snappy, you'll have to reset. Like, I don't see her getting off too much. Maybe if she starts at the leg, maybe if she starts off, with the calf kicks, I don't know right now. I gotta just kind of look at how Weili did against her last stand-up opponents, you know. Easy said, I don't think Valentina's all that in power either, though. Valentina gets her power from her speed. She's not one punch KO. Yeah, she don't one punch KO anybody. No, like exactly. Like she's not all power. No, like hers is like speed. You know, speed kills, right? That's where her main, damage control comes from when she hits you. It's so fast. Like you think the next punch will be a knockout punch. Like that's why in that Manon fight, her jab was so like controlling because it was so quick and snappy. Like you were waiting for that follow up, so you had to back off. You know, Manon had to back off a little bit because it was so fast and quick and precise, right? So that's why you can't really like teach a lot of people to throw power punches. It's best to start off throwing technique, and once you get technique down, that's where the quickness comes in, because once you got that mental strength, and once you got that mental aspect down to throwing the correct shot, you'll start throwing it quicker. You start throwing it faster. So I think that's where Valentina, a lot of her power comes from, just that quickness, the being able to let it go and don't think. Let me see. Axel says, striking wise, I think Weili needs to box in the pocket. She has T-Rex arms and therefore cannot stay on the outside with Valentina. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I think you got to stay on the inside. You got to stay in close quarters, because if you don't, you're going to have a long night of getting hit by that jab or that kick to the chest. So she's got to be somewhere dirty boxing. Like, and that's what I was thinking last night. I meant to say that last night is, if I think it was something Colostrum was saying last night that James, he was kind of disagreeing with, but I do believe that the surprise element is what's going to really benefit Weili. If she can get Valentina like at least down on one knee, or at least against the cage, that's where Weili lets them hands go, like she did against Lemos and like, Suarez. Like, if she can get you down in a position where you're trying to get up, she's going to let them shots go, right? That's how she really that's how she landed a lot of punches against Lemos. Lemos, a lot of them strikes came from being in close quarters when she had her down. So that inside fighting style, it has to be a big strategy, to me, built around that for Weili in this fight. Don't try to play that outside game, little scratch and sniff from the outside, because that's gonna make it that's gonna make it an early night for her, man. Easy said, I hope Weili tells Valentina to shut up like she like she did Joanna. But that's the thing, Valentina ain't really gonna say nothing to make her say shut up, JJ was acting up though, man. She came out with that mask on and everything, right? She came out with that gas mask on and her little borderline racist comment. Joanna, she used to be dirty, man. That's why that head got swole up. Like Joanna used to be dirty, but she used to pay for it in fights, though. She would get humbled real quick. Like, she talked trash before the Rose fight, she got knocked out, right? And then when she fought Weili, talked that trash, she almost took flight because that head was so swollen. 2B said, my brain tells me that Valentina will comfortably win this fight, but my gut tells me that Weili will surprise a lot of people, including myself, that doubt her. That was kind of my take on the Alexa Grasso fight. Like, I was 100% with Valentina, but when I saw Grasso walk to that cage that night, my gut started telling me that Alexa Grasso is ready for this fight. Easy said, I hope. Oh, yeah, right there. Okay. BJ said, I see a crucifix. On what side, BJ? You think Valentina going to crucifix Weili? Weili needs Valentina's speed. This will be a fight of inches and timing for real. Yeah, that's true. If it stay on the outside, Closer said if Weili's strength translates to 125, she's gonna give Val problems on the ground. Yeah, if her strength translates, like if it's kind of like that, athletic, explosive type of strength, yeah. BJ said, repeat the question. Oh, you said I see a crucifix. Who's getting crucifix? Because you picked Valentina, right? You picked Valentina, so you think Valentina puts Weili in a crucifix? Oh yeah, Jessica Rose Clark is on that dirty boxing card too, I think. DJ said, I think we all know. Is it Weili? Is it Weili? Because you just said Weili's gonna roll Valentina right with the 1-2-3. So I don't know, man. Like if she rolls her with the 1-2-3, then she might put her in the crucifix, right? So I don't know. I'm just saying, man. But yeah, we got this fight on lock, man. So now that this is going down, like at 115, man, like what do y'all think about 115 right now? How excited on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are y'all for the Verna Dern rematch? I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Thought I had a picture of it. Where did it go? Wait a minute. No, I don't have a picture of it. Never mind. Scale of 1 to 10. Scale of 2 be said a 6 for him. Okay, okay. You know, I'm probably in the like 6.5, 7 realm myself. I'm probably in the like 7 realm. I mean, when the fight happens, I'm gonna be excited. Like as far as watching it, like I'm tuning in 100%. I don't think I'll be on the call that one because I'll be out of town. I was looking at the dates. I'll be out of town, so I won't be able to call that fight. But maybe BJ will call it, and we can tune in over there when I'm out of town. But I'm definitely gonna be calling Bullet versus Magnum. Believe me, I'm gonna be on calling that one. Definitely gonna be on for that fight. BJ says she may be a formidable champion if she gets it. Easy said about a 7. Yeah, that's where I am. BJ said he's at a 900. He said he's very excited for Mackenzie Dern. Listen to BJ. BJ acting like Mackenzie Dern earned this thing, man. Jasmine earned the title shot more than Mackenzie Dern. Oh, I said it. I said it. Time to get some smoke going for the show on Tuesday. Jasmine's earned a title shot more than Mackenzie Dern. I said it. And if she beats Manon, then she'll definitely earn a title shot. How you like that for loving Jasmine, BJ? BJ keeps saying I love Jasmine. How you like that smoke? How you like that smoke? That's a grasso roll right there. I done roll BJ. XA said, be honest, combo. They should give Jillian the shot at the belt. Dern, in my opinion, don't deserve to fight for the belt. I don't. I like where Jillian is going right now, but I wouldn't want to see her waste her potential. I think Dern, excuse me. I think Jillian needs one more fight. Like I don't want to see Dern. I don't want to see Jillian Robertson just get a title shot. I want to see her be able to win it. And I think she needs to fight somebody in the top 5, like a Jan or a Lemos or a Suarez first. That was kind of the mistake that Suarez made, now that she went straight into that Weili fight. So I would like to see her get that fight. I'm not going to say she doesn't deserve it or anything like that. I think she just needs to keep working to earn the shot. Because she's doing too well right now for me to see her blow it. That's me just being honest, though. Yeah, thank you, Easy said Jillian got a little more work to do. Right, right. She's won 4 fights. She's what, 4-1 or 5-1 at strawweight right now. But none of those are top 5 fighters, right? Nobody at the top 5. So let her beat like a top 5 fighter or two. Let her stop that person and beat them real good, and then we'll talk. Like Jillian's young too. Like Jillian been around a long time in the UFC, but she is still young, and I think she's really hitting her prime now. So I don't want to just see her get a title shot. I want to see her go in there and actually be able to fight for it and actually, execute a good game plan and win the fight. Kind of like Verna's doing right now. Verna got her 5 in a row. She beat some good quality opponents. And, I think that Verna's going to be ready. I think Verna's going to be ready. But let's talk about that real quick, man. Like, who's improved the most? Closer said Jillian outgrapples Verna and Dern. Like, who do y'all think improved the most out of Verna and Dern? Like, really, who do you think looks the best so far as, leading up to this title shot here? Dern is a harder fight. All right, BJ said Jillian should fight another fight, but she definitely beats Dern. Weili is Marine Rodriguez. Hold on. Robot says she's not Marine Rodriguez. She won't get crucifixed. Still underestimating Weili's ground game. Yeah, after I seen like the improvement, it's hard to underestimate it. XA said Dern's only fight for the belt because of sex appeal. Dern might try to run those hands on Verna early. Mackenzie, she goes after it. Jillian's been subbed in the UFC. Verna and Dern have not come close to being subbed. That's what Dupee said. Yeah, that's true. Verna, I don't see anybody subbing Verna actually. Like, I don't really see anybody subbing Dern right now in the top 5. Like, I don't think Tatiana could sub either one of them. Like she could win against them too, but I don't see her like beating them by. I don't see her like beating them by submission. Man, I tell you though, oh yeah, going back to 2B's question here while y'all are here. Let's see. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button. Got 20 of y'all in here. 2B said, in the light of this announcement, you and BJ gonna be in the crossfire. How would you rank the top 5 most toxic fans of particular fighters? Let me see. So 2B, do you want to know the most toxic fans? I think number 1. Let me see. Let me see. You want to know the most toxic fans, the top 5? I have to think, man. Like, it's either, but I don't think Dakota fans are that toxic. I can't say Dakota as much as Okay, BJ said he thinks Dakota, Weili, and Valentina. Let me put those in order because those are the ones that I think. But no, from my experience, it's kind of neck and neck with Weili and Rose fans. Weili and Rose fans are kind of like neck and neck to me. I would put them neck and neck because my experience with both of them. Weili fans, they'll go over to like other channels and talk about me. So that, well, actually, Rose fans done that too. Weili fans, Weili fans, boy, they get mad. They try to cause a separation. You know what I mean? Like they throw some things out there, boy. And then I got the Rose fans, with like trolling accounts, with little trolling accounts. Where's that one Rose fan, man? What's his name? Mozzarella or Monterey Z. He used to always post up Rose. He put these little roses in my comments all the time. He was strange. Somebody said it was Mr. Pat Berry. That's what somebody said. Uh, so I would say Rose and Weili fans are kind of tied. Those are kind of tied. I called him Monterey. What was his name? Monterey Jack from Rescue Rangers, something like that. Monterey Jack or whatever he called himself. Easy said that was Pat Barry. That's what's crazy though. Like he never. I tell you this, Easy. He could never disagree with what I was saying though. He might troll in the comment or they might get mad, but you can't ever disagree with what I was saying. Because I wasn't out here making stuff up. I was just out here watching fights and researching. You can't never say nothing. He could never say I was wrong. Because a lot of the stuff that Rose would say in her interviews, I'd already said about herself because I was just watching the fight, you know? I ain't ever like said anything bad as far as like, oh man, she a terrible fighter or anything. I'm just calling what I see. So I would say Rose and Weili fans, like they're probably neck and neck. Dakota fans, they're probably next because there's so many of them now. I'm experiencing some craziness with them. Valentina fans not as bad. Well, let me think. Valentina fans, they hate other fighters to make her look good too. Like Robot was saying, sometimes they do that. They do that too, but it's not as bad. Kayla fans ain't that bad. I thought they were gonna be, but Kayla fans aren't as bad. Nunes fans ain't bad at all. Let me see. Who else? Who else is there? BJ said something about 2B says silver haters are on the rise as of late. Monterey is out of here after Weili won the belt back. Oh wow, Robot remembers his name. Exactly. Macy Barber haters are wild too. Macy Barber haters. Yeah, they are. Who else? Who else? Who else? I can't. Yeah, I would say it's somewhere between those, like the top three. I would say my top three are probably going to be, as of recently, oh no, all the way up to date, would probably be between the Weili Rose fans and Dakota fans. Not saying all Dakota fans, because there are some of them that, do. I'm not talking about the Dakota fans that are respectful. I'm talking about the crazy ones. Weili fans are the worst. I heard this channel saying Weili is greater than Nunes. Easy said, I would say Pena fans, but she doesn't have fans. Oh, wow. Ooh, that hurt. I'm not even like a hardcore Pena fan. That hurt, man. Ooh, Easy, that hurt, man. Now you make me want to go over and just talk nice to Juliana Pena. I want to go on Juliana Pena's website or her IG and just, give her some love or give her some respect now. That hurt. That hurt, man. Holly Holm fans? Holly Holm fans ain't too bad. No, I don't think they're too bad. Uh Easy said what Megan Anderson was trolling this channel. No, I don't think so. You said wasn't Megan Anderson stalking your page? Was she? I can't remember. No, I don't think so. I don't think she was. I mean, I don't know. As far as I know, like, I mean, if they're looking for like people talking about women's mixed martial arts, they ain't gonna find too many. So they probably would find me. Ah, yes, yes. That was so long. That was a while ago. Yeah, stalking coach's channel. That's right. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm a Pena fan. Like I like Pena. I like Pena. Oh yeah, yeah. Back to this Dern and Verna fight, man. So Verna, I think Verna, man. Yeah, he was going back. He was going in. That's why. Like he was going in. He was really going in that time. Man. I was a Megan fan too. You know, I was a Megan fan. Axel said Valentina fans are the worst. He said they put her on a pedestal as a goddess, and you cannot offer any constructive criticism about her. Yeah, I've experienced that too. Yeah, yeah, that's the same as like the Weili thing. Like that's why I know it's coming. That's why I know it's coming whenever I drop some constructive criticism about breaking a fight down on this, especially this one here. You know. Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, back to Verna and Dern real quick. Yeah, man. I think Dern, you know, she's kind of she's kind of playing the Juliana Pena game. You know, she won 2 fights, and you know she got on the mic. You know, we can't really get mad at Mackenzie Dern for that. Like Mackenzie Dern, she's playing the Juliana Pena game. You know, she's ranked like what number six, number 6 or 7. And I remember Juliana Pena was in that same position when she asked for the Amanda Nunes fight, right? Amanda Nunes beat everybody. There was really nobody else for her to fight. So, you know, Juliana Pena got on the mic. It was like, hey, you know, I want this fight. And I think she bounced back after what, 1 or 2 wins, and she started calling for Amanda Nunes, and she got into that. She got in that position to fight Amanda, right? And she wins the belt. So it is about chess. You know, Mackenzie knows how to play chess. Even when Mackenzie Dern got ranked, she got in at the right time because Mackenzie, on her way up, hadn't really beaten like a great number of like quality of opponents. Like she didn't be like 3 or 4 solid former contenders or anything, or like top 5 fighters, but she played chess well to get ranked. You know what I mean? Like the very first time around, this was like what, back in 2018. Yeah, this was a while ago, but yeah, the way she got ranked then, she played chess well, and since then, you know, she's been doing well. Like Mackenzie Dern has how many main events? The Marina Rodriguez fight was a main event. The Jan Janan fight was a main event, and there was a couple other main events. I think she's got like 3 or 4 main events, right? Mackenzie Dern's, you know, she's got a couple of them. I think Angela Hill, that was a main event, right? So it all comes down to her playing chess, you know, and playing it well. Not really about her earning the shot, like running through 4 or 5 people, like Carla Esparza did when she got her title shot again, or like when Verna put herself in this position. And that's what you got to do. Like, if you're not getting all the fights that you need, sometimes you just got to know how to put yourself out there and get on the mic. And I think Mackenzie Dern, she played it well. Now that she knew that Weili was moving up, she started talking. Like she started calling for it, saying, "Hey, I got 2 wins now, so I would love to take that fight." You know, so that was the next best thing for them. So she took it. You know, she's like, "Hey, let's do it." So really, it doesn't come to. I can't get mad at her and say, "Oh yeah, she didn't deserve it." Like, all right, I can say she didn't, but I can say she put herself in a good position by, you know, playing the game. Some of the girls don't know how to play that game. You know, some have great work ethic and they just know how to fight and get their way to the top, which is what I love. You know, I love when a fighter can just go in there and just beat everybody in front of them, right? But sometimes you got to play chess. Like Mackenzie knows she got a few things going for her. Like Pena had the mic skills, whereas Mackenzie Dern, you know, she's kind of like the eye candy, right? She got eye candy going for her. She got some, you know, she's got an exciting style. Like she's not a boring fighter. You know, she's not a boring fighter at all. So, you know, Mackenzie, she has a few different angles to work to put herself in that position. So I can't get mad at her when it comes down to it. I'm not mad at her. Definitely not mad at her. Right, Mark. She got herself a title shot, like Pena did. She just got herself a title shot. Easy said, Dern is like a tennis player. She'll never win a major, but she'll always be there. Closer said Fatima Klein needs a ranked fighter and can get her that can get her in the mix. Let me see. Yeah, because with the way 115 is going right now, with the champion vacating the belt, I don't want to see the division dry up. And I think with the way it's going, Fatima could definitely make a little thunder now. Like she could go in there and make some noise. And you could probably start matching her up with some of these other girls at the bottom that can get her ranked. I think an Angela Hill fight is winnable for Fatima Klein right now, just to get her in the mix. Um, she could fight that fight. She could fight the winner of what is her name? Julia Pelostri and Karolina Kowalkiewicz. That's a fight. There's a couple of fights at the bottom I can see her winning right now. Tisha Torres. Tisha Torres is there. She's a veteran. So any of those names she could get into the cage by the end of the year, maybe. That would get her in that good position now that the champion is gone. Easy said, is 115 more exciting without Weili? Um, I think only in the aspect of seeing who's going to step up. I think it was still exciting with Weili because, we always kind of wonder what was Weili going to do next? How was she going to evolve as a fighter? Because she is one of those champions that doesn't necessarily fight clean like Valentina. So there's always that part of me that thinks she might get submitted or she might fight reckless and get knocked out sometimes. So Weili kept it exciting in that aspect. But I think it's kind of exciting now because now we're going to see who's going to step up to the plate, right? Verna's not really a boring fighter, so if Verna won, I think Verna would make it interesting. I honestly don't see Dern keeping the belt. Like, I'm just being, again, truthful. I don't see Dern keeping the belt if she did win. What about y'all? Like, do y'all think Dern would keep the belt? How long do y'all think? How many title defenses does Dern get? Does she copy? Does she mimic Juliana Pena all the way down to that aspect, down to the title defenses as well? Fatima Klein versus Loopy. Ooh, that's a big jump for Fatima Klein, BJ. Dang. Loopy's already number 6, man. Dang, y'all trying to throw her all the way up there already? You got to move her a little slower, man. I mean, she could win that fight. I'm just looking at her style. I think she could win that fight, but don't want to put too much of a gamble in there yet. Marcus says none. He said none. Closer said Dern getting put down by a washed Andrade just don't sit right with me. Oh man, I picked Mackenzie Dern to win that fight too. I thought, see, this is what I thought. I thought she evolved enough to say, I can figure this out and I'm going to submit Andrade. But she never even took Andrade down. Did she ever try to take Andrade down? Or did she try to take her down whenever she started getting hit? I thought she was going to at least pull off an Aaron or something, pull off an Aaron Blanchfield and, start jabbing and moving. But no, man, she went for that. She went for that firefight and got knocked out. BJ said, I say 2. Then it'll be Robertson's time. I don't even know if she get 2, man. G. Frank said the UFC will serve Dern up a softball so she can get a defense, and so I'll say she defends once. Okay. I don't really see anybody. Who's soft? Who's the soft person that she could beat? She already fought everybody, right? There's people she lost to and won. Like, let me see. Lemos is already up there. She fought Lemos and lost. She fought Jan and lost. Suarez is the only other fighter she hasn't fought. She fought Lupi, beat Lupi. She fought Andrade and lost. So somebody's gonna have to take a rematch. That's the one thing that doesn't make strawweight as exciting. There's a lot of rematches. There's a lot of reruns that's going to happen, and some of them I don't really want to see anymore. Denise Gomes versus Yasmin Lucindo. Oh, that would be a fight. Yeah, somebody's got to be a rematch. So yeah, Andrade would probably be the one. Yeah, like if they were going to do a title defense, but that would be again, man. If Dern was to lose to her twice and lose her title, that would be crazy. But yeah, she's got to Andrade. She's got to run it back with somebody like that because everybody she's already fought. And like I said, those top three girls she lost to. Jan, Janan, Lemos, and Andrade. So one of those rematches has to happen for its first title defense. Lupi, yeah, she beat her. I don't think she'd want to fight her for a first title defense. For Verna, the door is open. Verna, she could fight Suarez, Lemos winner again. Even though she did beat Lemos already. Lupi, Andrade. There's some names up there that Verna hasn't fought. But yeah, that's the part as I look at it. Doesn't really make the division as exciting. I think the second half is a little bit more exciting because, you got a lot of newcomers. Like, as you go down the rankings, you got Jillian Robertson. She kind of helps make it exciting. Jillian does. Lupi does. Ricci, I guess, but I don't really see Ricci getting that top 2 or top 3 or getting to that point. Jillian makes it exciting. She helps make it exciting to me. Jillian does. Fatima Klein does. Yasmin Lucindo does. I don't know if Denise Gomes gets to that top level, but she's an exciting fighter. But as far as like the new top 5, I think one day you'll see like a Robertson, a Klein in there, a Lucindo. Who else? Who else could be in there? I got to go back and look, but there's just some other fighters in there I don't really consider to be threats yet. So that's what makes the division kind of exciting at the bottom there. Oh, Crispy is at 125 though. You said don't forget Crispy. Yeah, Crispy's at 125. I'm keeping my eye on her at 125 though. Easy said we think Andrade is done, and that's just when she would clean Dern's clock again. GAP, what's going on? GAP said Big Mac Dern called it years ago. We will be submitting everyone and become the strawweight GOAT. Weili is running from the Big Mac. Oh man, you called it years ago, right? Dang, finally can stand on it, right? Robot said 2B's Jazzy isn't a complete fighter like Weili. 2B said Klein versus Klein, yeah, and Thinera, yeah. Yeah, you got Thinera, Jacqueline Amram. There's some other ones to look out for. Yeah. I knew I was forgetting somebody. Yeah, Jacqueline Amram is kind of on the come up right now, too. GAP said the Big Mac. Big Mac Dern got her built. Oh, man. Easy said Weili ducking. Who Weili ducking? Verna? Out, man. Weili's ducking Verna and she's taking a safer fight in Valentina. Is that what we saying? Yeah, and Sam Hughes. Is that what we saying there? We saying she ducking Verna for a soft touch in Valentina Shevchenko, huh? Yeah, Verna's a better fighter than Valentina, I guess, right? Come on, man. Weili got her title defenses. I mean, she could have gone for more, but hey, let's be real. She taking on a big test here in Val. Well, yeah, she's the biggest test of her, the biggest fight of her life right now. She got Rose on her record. That didn't go well, but she did get Joanna on her record 2 times. That went well. How many champions has she fought now? Let's see: Carla, Joanna, Rose. Now she's fighting Valentina, Andrade. Yeah. Oh, Verna, not Verna. Dern. Oh, Dern's a duck. I mean, Dern did say, "I don't want to fight Weili." She said, "If Verna is the champ, if Verna is going to fight for the belt, I'll fight Verna, but I'm not ready for Weili." She clearly said that. She did clearly say that. So BJ talking about Weili a duck. You better call Dern a duck. I know you heard that, BJ. Don't act like you didn't hear that. I got more smoke for BJ, man. I know he heard that. I I had to do the video on it because it was an interview. Dern said, "Nope, I fight Verna again." He said Weili duck McKenzie. Who said Weili duck McKenzie? You believe that? You believe that? Colossus said Tisha Torres duck Jacqueline Amram. When did this happen? She turned that fight down? 2B said, which for the record, I don't call that ducking because that's just a fighter just openly being honest. Grasso wasn't ready for the champion when she got there and won. Yeah, she did. I don't know. I wouldn't call it a duck, but I mean, well, if you were to say anybody's ducking, like Weili fighting Valentina is not ducking Verna, but if you were to look at Dern, her situation would be more so ducking than Weili, right? Because I mean, you want to fight for the belt. If you feel like you're ready for the belt, I mean, you should be ready for anybody. Gary said Dern becoming champions like Pena for me personally. Oh, you just missed me talking about that, man. BJ said Tisha. Tisha duck Jacqueline Amber, man. Yes, she said, man. She said I ain't trying to get submitted, but she don't duck. I mean, she don't. She's got pretty good submission defense. Tisha does. Ducking is the equivalent of a sneak diss in rap. GDR and Cyborg clear duck. So think about it like this: like if you have to take down the level of opponent in let me see, how do I put this? Because if you're fighting for the belt, are you ducking whenever the level changes in the opponent? Would that be considered a duck? Like if you say I want to fight, if it depends on the person that has the belt, is that a duck? Because let's say the belt is right here and you fight Verna. Let's say Verna is champion, or if it is vacant, but you fight Verna for that belt, but you don't want to fight Weili for that belt. But the thing is the belt, right? If you fighting to be a champion, you're representing championship. So to me, like, you should be willing to fight anybody for the belt, right? So again, I guess she's just playing chess well. GAP said if Weili beats Valentina, she's not ready. The king. She's not ready for the king. The king will be coming for her crown. Oh boy, who's the king? Who's the king, GAP? You got to help me out. Who is the king at 125? He said Weili's not ready for the king. Who is the king at 125? I kind of have an idea, but Casey. GAP said Casey in all caps. Oh boy. Oh man. They're gonna go out their way to make that one, right? As soon as Weili wins that belt, they're gonna go out their way to make that fight. Weili gonna really be daring to be great if she tried to take that fight on. Easy said, yeah, that's a duck. He said, why wouldn't you fight whoever? That's a paper champion, baby. Hey, that's what I'm asking the question. I'm just laying it all out there. Like, I respect her for being humble and saying that Weili's a better fighter than her. But the thing is, like, once you look at it and you lay it all out, and that belt is a belt, right? That championship belt means something. Do you want to diminish the meaning of the belt by saying I need to fight a lesser opponent? Gary said Tisha didn't duck Weili, Rose, Marina, or Andrade. No, she ain't duck anybody. Yeah, we just playing because I don't think Tisha would duck Jacqueline Amber, man. Jacqueline Amber, especially Sam Hughes, she handled Jacqueline Amber with ease, man. She whooped her for 3 rounds too, so Tisha wouldn't be afraid of that. When Casey O'Neill coming back, man? Casey the King, man. But yeah, man, it's been fun. I ain't got on this time in a while. Been out for like a week, but put this on. There we go. Yeah, we got this fight coming up. We're gonna be talking more, man, because I'm really looking forward to this now that it's made. I want to see how this thing plays out. What other fights we got coming up? Yeah, I got to see this Manon Jasmine fight. Myra Buena Silva and Jacqueline Cavalcanti. Let's see Aaron and Tracy. So, what do y'all think, man? Natalia Silva, though. Oh, Robot said, "Where's Melissa Gatto?" I hit Melissa Gatto up, man, on IG, and she'll usually speak. She doesn't speak English, so I just send messages in Portuguese, and she told me I asked Melissa Gatto when her next fight is. I just sent her a message a couple of days ago, and she responded. She said, "Hopefully soon." She called out Casey O'Neill. She said, "Hopefully she gets that fight." Melissa Gatto usually will speak, though. I usually talk to her on IG or Facebook, and she don't even speak English. That's a crazy thing. Like, she don't even speak English, but she will hit you up. I just drop them messages. I just translate in Google, man. I just translate that Google from into Portuguese. Yes, sir. X said, he said thanks for the stream. Yep. 2B said Gatto speak English now. Oh, does she? I mean, I been dropping in messages in Portuguese, so Robot said Casey Duck and Gatto. Dang. Easy said you excited for Jake and Tank. No. I don't want to see that crap. I would tell Tank that to his face too. Seriously, I'd be like, I don't want to see this crap. I don't want to see this crap. I really don't. I'm like, I'm not even gonna talk about that junk. Bud and Canelo is gonna be an interesting fight. Oh man, Sebastian Fondor and Keith Thurman about to fight. Okay, 2B says she's done a couple of interviews, like 6 interviews. Okay, shoot, I might have to reach out to get an interview with her, man. She's done a couple in English now, 6 or 10. Okay, yeah, I might have to reach out and try to do an interview. XA said, "Peace out, everybody." Yes, sir. Easy said they tried that with Bermain. Oh, Bermain's the Vern, right? Gary said Tisha might not have been ready physically. Yeah, she probably wasn't. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all on Monday. We don't have any fights going on this weekend, y'all, so ain't nothing to watch as far as UFC. I don't know. Is there LFA card tonight? I don't think there's any LFA fights, but this right here is some big talk. So I could be on tomorrow. Who knows? Probably not. But I will be on Monday and Tuesday to do the regular show, my show, and then me and BJ will jump on and do a show on Tuesday. But yeah, doing interviews again, man, that might be something. GAP said you're going with Vargas Jr. Yeah. What about Fondora and Keith Thurman? Who you going for in that, GAP? What about Bud and Canelo, if you're going to watch that? 2B said, hey, what WMMA fighter do you think would be interested in joining a mashup with you and BJ? I talked to Mackenzie Stiller a lot, from Bellator and Bellator and LFA. She could be. She's cool. BJ might need to reach out to Jillian Robertson. She probably would. Other LFA fighter, Cheyenne Bowers, the one I just Shay Bowers. She just fought for LFA title. Came up short. She's all right. Miranda Maverick. Let's see who else. Some of them I probably just got to reach out to again. I just haven't really been doing that anymore. Easy said Tank pulling a Floyd too early. Easy said get Rose to explain the details of her contract. Easy want to know about that money, man. Easy want to know how she made more than Usman. Maybe Monterey Jack, he'll tell you in the chat somewhere. 2B said Miranda Maverick definitely cool. Yeah, I like Miranda. She's always been cool. I think she was my very first interview. Miranda was my first interview. I used to talk to her back in the day. I think I interviewed her when she was in school, when she was still in college. Ooh, Carly versus Gatto. Ooh, that's a tough one, man. Carly is crispy with it, man. Oh man. I think Gatto has a better ground game than Carly does, but Carly, she hit like a truck, man. That girl got power. And her takedown defense has gotten better too. So, that's a good one. Jazzy, yeah, Jazzy, she probably would. We'll see. Yeah, Jazzy would be somebody to have on that. Would be 2 beats. They just don't know. Low key, their fans come from us. Their fans come from us being on here. Promoting them and talking, right? Gary said Carly by decision. Gotta would have to use her BJJ. Definitely, definitely. But on that note, y'all, I'm gonna get up off of here. I will catch y'all later. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's weekend. Shout out to everybody in the chat. And hit the like if you didn't. And subscribe if you didn't. And yeah, we'll catch you. I'll catch you Monday. And me and BJ will catch you on Tuesday because, there's going to be some smoke to talk. And yeah, we're going to mash it up like we always do. So yeah, see y'all later. Yeah, happy Labor Day weekend. That's right. We got a 4-day weekend, right? 2 beats to hopefully we get Dakota up in here. Got all her fans up in here, right? And we do promote her over here. Even if we don't say everything we want the fans to say, we don't promote like that, right? We don't lie, right? But even telling the truth promotes, whether you like the truth or not. So yeah. On that note, I'm out, y'all. See y'all. Peace.